Looks like the battle here was intense.
The Master Diviner must have launched the campaign while we were delayed in the Artisanship Commission.
Indeed. Since General Jing Yuan tasked the Master Diviner with commanding the Cloud Knights, he must have known she'd act on the results of her divination.
Thank goodness the General didn't make us go with the Knights. Fighting is totally different from adventuring. All these people... It's tough to bear.
I'm afraid this is nothing, Benefactor. Centuries ago, an emanator of abundance besieged the Luofu with the aim of taking the Ambrosial Arbor. They destroyed half our delves and killed most of the Cloud Knights. For long-life species, such events are more like yesterday's memories than ancient history. This awful spectacle is child's play in comparison.
Hey, is that supposed to make us feel better?
It's hard to tell if the Master Diviner won or lost here.
I think so too. I can't see many Cloud Knights. The Xianzhou must have fought well.
Not necessarily. There'd usually be a base with supporting forces set up after a successful engagement, but we don't see any of that. Let's look around and see if we can find some clues.
Be careful. Those monsters are pretty tough. Here! There are still survivors here!
You're not the Knights. What is your purpose here? It's dangerous.
We're reinforcements sent by the General. Where's everyone else?
Resorting to short-lived species as reinforcements. Jing Yuan is truly running out of options.
Run! She's a disciple of Sanctus Medicus!
Silence. If my healing worked, you'll become one of us. And then it's not just me they'll be running from.
Hurry! Leave here!
More enemies.
I can't control myself anymore!
So you are afraid of me.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
I'll free you from your disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
The lives of short-lived species are so fleetingly brief. Why seek death?
This battle is unavoidable. This combat needs up to... This is double speed. Lend me your strength. You bully! Can I have fun this time? You'll pay for this. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them! Let me tend your wound! Finally! Good as new.
I'll end your misery. I'll
More
free
enemies.
you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
What a headache. I'll end your misery. Who's next?
This combat needs up. This is double speed. Need a doctor? Time to question your prescription! Assistance is timely.
Why did you come to the Xianzhou? To seek immortality? You don't have to appease Jingyuan. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus can provide all that you desire.
I'll end your misery.
Time for a buzz. You'll pay for this.
What a headache. Who's next?
This battle is unavoidable. Can I have fun this time? Time for a buzz. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
I'll free you from your disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Your assistance
Don't
is
mess with
timely.
me.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
What a headache.
Hold on. We'll find someone to help.
Don't waste your time. They've converted me. I don't have much longer. Go! The Master Diviner's troops are ahead.
Let's go.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus were in hiding for so long. Now they finally show their face. Did the Master Diviner fail to foresee this? Be careful, benefactors. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus worship Yaoshut, the Plague's author, the greatest enemy of the Xianzhou. The Alliance has been trying to root out their secret organization for millennia. It's no coincidence that they've chosen this moment to reveal themselves.
Who goes there? Show yourselves! Wait, it's you. Quickly, in here. It's dangerous outside.
You recognize us?
Are you not the General's guests? The Master Diviner prophesized your arrival. We were ordered to wait for you under any circumstances. Yes, the Master Diviner ordered us to remain stationed here and went to scout ahead. They're saying the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have returned. They haven't been seen for an age. The troops are anxious. It's good that you're here. The Master Diviner said the Knights weren't to move out until you arrived. Please wait in the camp. We'll decide on our next steps once the Master Diviner returns.
That the Cloud Knights received orders not to advance is a bad sign. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I've heard the name before. If memory serves, they're an underground sect of the Abundance that's said to have lain dormant within the Xianzhou, plotting to overthrow the Alliance. The Stellaron has certainly caused Abundance-like abnormalities. Is that what motivated the Disciples to come out of the shadows? No. The Knight's main force remains intact. Something must have happened. Something we're not aware of.
Good idea. Why don't you take a look around, benefactors? My feet need a rest.
Forgive me for being brief. Warfare is a dangerous business. We took over this place a few hours ago under the Master Diviner's command. It was only afterwards that we learned our enemies were none other than the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, those who worship the Plague's author. Everything was going as planned. The sorcerers of the Disciples and the fantastic creatures they commanded were no match for us. Then, after a while, our comrades suddenly started to slaughter one another. Curse it! What Sanctus Medicus sorcery did they use on us? The greatest fear of the Xianzhou people is succumbing to our Mara-struck form around others. To do so means that we have given up on being human. Lost the abomination sleeping in our immortal blood, and violated the Rainbow's admonishments. What the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus did are despicable acts that every Alliance resident detests. I swear to the Arbiter that I will avenge my comrades.
You want to ask questions? Fine. But I must be present the whole way through. This part needs to be recorded as testimony.
Finally, someone to talk to. These Cloud Knights are so serious, so boring. That shining seed? I've seen it. So beautiful. If you gaze into it, there's a voice inside that speaks to you.
Do you still remember Cocolia?
The Master said we could inject new life into the ambrosial arbor with it. I didn't believe it at first. We tried many methods, spending multiple lifetimes of short-life species. Yet the arbor showed no signs of resurrection. But look upon it now. Only the power of an eon can recreate the miracle. Yes, yes, the mighty Sanctus Medicus, the Abundance! So, you witnessed it too? The ambrosial arbor's resurrection! Magnificent! In the Befall era, so far in the past that even long-life species cannot recall, Sanctus Medicus, the Abundance, gifted the ambrosial arbor to the Xianzhou Luofu. With that sacred tree, humanity realized many miracles. But that devilish archer ruined everything. They twisted right and wrong and erased Sanctus Medicus's achievements. But soon we will return to the glory of the Befall era. You've seen the fantastic creatures that fought with us. They are only minor gifts of the ambrosial arbor.
Shut it, rambling rodent. The Cloud Knights will root all of you out soon.
What did we do? We cured our kin. It must hurt to be trapped in such weak flesh and blood.
You scum! If the Order allowed, I would cut you down now.
Oh, you don't understand. A short-life species couldn't understand. I see a desire for power in your eyes. This life is too short for you, isn't it?
Don't listen. His words are poison.
We're just having fun, sir. Without the blessing of the abundance, you short-life species would never be able to endure the transformation.
When the Master Diviner gets back, we might be in for tough times. Are you ready?
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
Time for a buzz.
What a headache.
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed. There's always a weakness. When the Master Diviner gets back, we might be in for tough. Are you ready?
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
Oh, that's right. Forgive my forgetfulness. Glad my realm-keeping commission colleagues failed to provide adequate care for the Dragon Lady. As I'm sure you're aware, symptoms of Mara have been spreading ever since. Thanks to the Ten Lords Commission, more and more citizens, in particular those dealing with great risks and stress like the Cloud Knights, are becoming stricken with Mara. Moreover, the Marastruck have taken on a horrifying appearance. That appears to be the case. No smoke without fire, as they say. Despite being just a servant of the Realm Keep, you're a capable person. And since the General entrusted you with locating the Stella, if you come across any clues, remember to inform the Realm Keeping Commission straight away. My colleagues and I will handle any situation with haste and to the best of our ability. Speaking of which, have you... I read the letter. I'll be honest with you. I've got no idea how to handle it. Allow me to introduce Madame Qingzu. I think it'll be easier if she explains the letter to you.
I read the letter you obtained from the Marastruck. While the Cloud Knights were searching for the Stellaron's whereabouts, I was carrying out the General's orders, tracking down clues on the Marastruck. Thanks to your efforts, we now... To an outsider, this letter appears to be nothing more than good news detailing a recovery from a chronic illness. That's right. Since the Alliance was first established, all medical practices aboard the Xianzhou adhere to strict standards that prohibit long life or mutant modifications. And I went through all our files to find information on the experiment in question, and found nothing. The author of this letter was likely the Marastruck you defeated. My guess is he was led astray and poisoned while under the pretext. Such actions remind me of an organization that was eradicated from the Cian. They were disciples of the abundance that sought to restore the way of immortality. It's hard to believe that a group that was wiped out so long ago would suddenly rear its head and create chaos once more. If you come across any similar clues about the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, come and... Excellent. Your work will not be in... I recently received some intel. It seems that certain individuals are taking advantage. We sent an undercover investigator out a few months ago. Unfortunately, it seems suspicions were aroused. You are a fresh face in the Lafu, and an outworlder. I would feel...
Drop by the...
I don't believe
Your
in...
extractor cleaned or your star skiff serviced? Look no further.
Excuse me, guest from another world. I understand. Eternal life is indeed. Well, not much can be done. What a peculiar person you are. Regardless of what you choose, let's keep out. Before you can grasp absolute power, you must yearn for immortality, don't you think? My name is Green Hibiscus. I came to Exalting Sanctum in hopes of a fated encounter. What do you say? How about we find a more suitable spot to talk about? Let's make haste. Here we are. This is the place. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. If it were so easy, we'd be afar. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I am a member of the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus is a devout group, holding firm in their belief that merciful Medicus is the one. If you wish to gain the means to immortality, then you must become a disciple. But please excuse me. Our expansion has unfortunately attracted the attention of those devilish archer followers. If we are... What you seek, you will surely find. All you must do is transcribe this copy of thousand-handed merciful... This scripture is central to the disciples. You must maintain a pious heart during... Of course, this is but the first trial. Don't worry. A traditional Xianzhou brush and inkstone has been prepared for you.
Hey, stop.
Took you long enough. I know. You're here undercover, right? So am I! You've got to... I'm a Cloud Knight from the Exalting Sanctum garrison! And Green Hibiscus has been... They were suspicious of me as soon as I arrived. I have my reason. Shh! Keep your voice down! These disciples don't miss much. You can trust me with the transcription. I spent over 150 years pen-pushing in the Seat of Divine Foresight before I became a Cloud Knight. I could do this in my sleep. Listen carefully. I help you copy the text, you cover for me, and I get word out to the Seat of Divine Foresight.
Take your time. Still your mind. You're finished? So soon? Let me... Calm yourself. The initiation is...
Sure, but can it wait till tomorrow?
No need to worry. The second step is the disciples' initiation is governed by the following principle. It's time for you two to battle it out. Excellent. The
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're kidding, right? We came here to lengthen our lifespans, not
We aren't forcing you to fight. By all means, refuse. Very well. But you'll need... Good. Then prepare your...
Listen, I have an idea that will let you join the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and let you and I fight, and I lose to you. I pretend that you finish me off. Then you pretend to help them remove my body by dragging me out of here. That way, we both accomplish our objectives. Oh, I've seen your skills. Please? Good. I knew I could trust you. My life is in your...
So, have you prepared yourselves? And you, Cloud Knight? Then...
Well then, take
Time for a buzz.
I'll free you from disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
What magnificent skill! He was fierce, but no match for you. I'm glad you prevailed. That Cloud Knight waltzed straight up to us in uniform and asked if he could join. Hardly a convincing spectacle. Purple chrysanthemum, blue peach. Fine. Oh, you've... Side hustle? Very well. These are hard times. This does have its advantages. Our brothers and sisters have been proselytizing and As such, this can be your first mission as a disciple. In any case, my hearty congratulations on your admission to the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Well, Grey Peony, let's depart separately.
I did a good job playing dead. Those people are out of their minds. Watch your step next time you're around them. With your skills, you've got a better... I should report back to the Seat of Divine Foresight.
How to fix a star skin.
Green hibiscus. There's a letter here. The disciples, if they're looking to...
Need your extractor cleaned or your star skips?
What's written on this? Code cracked. Judging from these urgent, and I'll use my phone to make a copy.
Mauve Moon, this is the reliable disciple I mentioned to you, Grey Peony. Grey Peony, this is Mauve Moon, the head of our operations in Exalting Sanctum.
It seems you have some impressive skills. I like this kid. You seem like you've got it all figured out. What brings you to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus? Good. Life is a miracle and a blessing. You have been enlightened to the significance of immortality. Here, take this prescription. Through this medicine, you will become like the disciple responsible for creating medicinal pellets heard of your exploit. Some of the ingredients can be purchased at an apothecary, but others will require you to come up with your own solution. Do you have any? I'm ashamed to admit it, but I was trapped. Fortunately, the draft of Draconic Surge, the prescription you hold in your hand, rescued me. Now, everything has changed. Jersine and his pitiful spearmanship are no more. Wait. You recognize me?
Mauve Moon, sir, we have a problem. I suspect this person...
Idiot! What kind of trials are you running? You let an agent infiltrate our ranks?
I couldn't have known, sir. I witnessed...
Detestable. The devilish archer author allows these pitiful mortals to face death without fear. Merciful Medicus has sharpened my senses. Nothing gets past me. A pathetic mortal like you could never understand. In that case, divine foresight devil, it's time for you to meet your
Trickier to crack. Time for a buzz.
Merciful Medicus!
What a headache.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Don't mess with me.
More enemies.
A miracle.
You'll pay for this. Combat needs up. This is double speed.
free from your disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Oh, mercy of Sanctus Medicus! Grant me a body impervious to steel, the courage of 1,000 armies, a strength that 10,000 foes cannot suppress. You think you're a match for me, devil? Your death is inevitable. Surrender, and I'll make it quick.
Don't mess with me. I'll end your misery.
What's in your prescription? Assistance is timely. Lend me your strength.
So Mauve Moon was the agent that Qingzhu lost contact with. He joined the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I should go to the seat of divine foresight and tell Qingzhu. I don't know if this mission was a success or a failure.
I'm glad to see so. Don't worry. Your operation was a success. Although your identity was ultimately exposed, you did the right thing. I'm afraid this is you've managed to and for all your effort. Is there anything else you'd like to know about? The prescription you acquired is there are a few reliable alchemists, given that the disciples of Sanctus, if you turn up any
Why, hello? So, Lady Don still, all the more, and Lady Don Shu, like...
I've been looking forward. Everyone does. You're the hero who rescued the Vidyadhara, a healer lady in Exalting Saint. I heard from other alchemists you have a prescription you wish me to Thank you. The specifics, I could hardly leave your contact.
When the Master Diviner gets back, are you ready?
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
Ah, you're back. I wouldn't be envious. Let's get down to business. The conclusion. Put simply, I've compiled the deed. This is a copy of pharmacology.
You're back. Wow. Darn shit. I've heard that the chief alchemist. Let me see her report. No cure? Still. Please, take them.
Came up from stars.
Thank you for coming on. My stay in Exalting Sanctum was supposed to be. I've already concocted some. Thank you. This is the medicine.
Is this the one?
Aw, little she's stuck!
Hey, what you looking at, Outworlder?
Who do you think you are? Keep your nose out of this. I beat people up all the time.
Yeah, get lost! Stop meddling in our business! Stop yelling and help me up already!
They used some kind of hidden power! I saw it! You're a cheater!
That's right! If you hadn't cheated, I would have knocked your lights out!
You sure about that, boss? They didn't even flinch.
Ugh! Shut up! Boss, let's get out of here!
I'll let you off the hook this time. Next time we fight fair and square.
Yeah!
Thank you. Oh, some things are bad on a lot.
Why does she wander about alone? Well, I've delivered the medicine.
I came up from Starscape.
How was she? She reminds me if I was ever injured by... Thank you for looking after the child. I want to meet the little girl. Can you lead me to her? I worry about her wandering around on her own. Her parents passed away. A healer's medicine might remedy one's physical health. She told me that whenever she's feeling troubled, her parents used to be artisans in the Commission. In all likelihood, that's where she'll be. There's danger around every corner these days, especially for a sightless child. What's happening? Is the girl in trouble?
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength. What a headache. I'll end your misery. Need a doctor? I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
It's all right. You don't need...
But I...
Is that why you're... Because... So... I'm not trying to console her. Walking alone in the... Everything is a long-life species. One hope that would require someone to be by her side. Good. This place is too dangerous. Thank you again. It would seem that's the... For long-life species, the impairments, no matter the method employed. I too was once an unbeliever. That brief window of sight that for long-life species. This... What a joke. It's enough. Thank you for sticking with me through all of this. Oh, I have a gift for you. See you soon, friend.
Have you read the novel about the Ten Lords' Commission?
Go right. All we ask is that you find a quiet... Looks like the person you were waiting for has gotten in touch. Safe travels. Oh, maybe buy a book next time?
Have you read the novel about the Ten Lords' Commission?
I think they just made things up.
Have you read the novel about the Ten Lords' Commission?
Zup.
Came up from stars.
There you are. You've been examining the exhibits in the Seat of Divine Foresight, inspired. I call it the Broomdew Concentrate Pellet. Consuming it will make your body light. Well then, that's that. Perhaps the next time we meet, I'll be... Tastes
Wait a minute. Ugh, my head. What's happening? Something's wrong. Umbrella seems to be calming down a little. This doesn't seem right. I bet.
I came up from Starskip Haven. Ah, grass. You look...
Time well spent.
There goes my head again. Is Don Shu sure this broom dew is safe for consumption? What's happening? Isn't this the seat of divine foresight? Why are there so many Mars? No, I can't let them get...
Trickier to crack. Time for a buzz.
Merciful Medicus!
This combat needs a... This is double speed. You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
What a headache.
Let me tend your wounds.
Don't mess with me.
Can I have fun this time for a buzz? We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Secret of the saint.
I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
This battle is unavoidable. Your assistance is timely.
Who's next?
What happened to you? Careful! Don't hurt her! Hey! Wake up! Are you okay? Thank the stars! You're finally awake. I thought... You came into the seat of divine foresight and started brandishing your weapon. It looked like you'd lost control. As if you'd... There has to be something awry. Tell me what happened. From what you're saying, it seems like the gift she gave to you must be related to the disciple's prescription we examined earlier. But the healer who examined you just now said your body doesn't seem to have been affected. Could Don Shu be playing a trick on you? Or is her medicine somehow not working as planned? I'll put out a wanted notice for Don Shu immediately. Take this D-Ting with you. It might just help you find this.
I came up from Starskip Haven just...
Don Shu isn't here. Where could she be? I've got it. Don Shu's medicine box has her scent on it. I'll ask the D-Ting that Qingzu lent me to track her. Time to come out, little D-Ting. That's... Don Shu.
Master, stand back. Let me handle this.
Stand down. She's a friend.
Many of our brethren have fallen by her hands.
Yes, I am aware.
What?
I said she's my friend.
Yes, Master.
I didn't expect you to come looking. I lied to you about many things. But I reserve my apology only for deceiving you into taking the medicine. As did you ingest the broomdew concentrate pellet I gave you? I admire your vigilance. What a shame. So many elixir seekers arrive on the Xianzhou in the hope of obtaining the formula to immortality. Their aspirations are well-founded. The Xianzhou does indeed harbor the secret to becoming immortal. I admire you. So, I thought I'd give you the chance to obtain it. The broomdew concentrate pellet will turn you into a long-life species. You will feel such a pity. Though, as your friend, I respect your choice. Friend, please, I urge you to leave the Luofu. Abandon this struggle. The truth isn't what it appears to be. What did the minions at the seat of divine foresight tell you about this conflict? That the Rainbow Arbiter is the emissary of the righteous? That the Arbiter is chasing the heathen plague's author across the stars? Do you really think that is the case? You don't understand Merciful Medicus, nor the devilish archer author, but you understand me. I do not ask for you to pick a side. I just wish for you to leave the Luofu, to leave this all behind. This isn't your fight, and I do not wish to make an enemy of you. Since neither of us is eager to engage in combat, let us respectfully part ways. I have been thinking. The devilish archer author is not a benevolent god, nor is Merciful Medicus a malevolent one. Your choice to align with Jing Yuan was simply due to meeting him first. Most unfortunate. Had you known me first, perhaps we could have been good friends.
Master, we should leave now.
I sincerely wish that this will be our last meeting. Farewell, Nameless.
I'd better report my findings to Qingzhou at the seat of divine foresight.
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
How did it go? Did you manage? So you weren't able to apprehend her. I see. These people have been in hiding for so long. They must have a more nefarious plan. Once again, thank you for all your help. With your Jing Yuan tells me you'll be joining the forces led by the Alchemy Commission and Master Diviner. I won't take up any more of your time. If you run into Don Shu again, contact the nearest Cloud Knights. Take this as a token of my appreciation.
Master Diviner, you're back.
I have kept you waiting, but the deceit of the disciples is laid bare to me now. Apologies. To avoid dissemination of intelligence, the General and I kept the involvement of the disciples to ourselves. It is a clandestine organization that seeks to overthrow the Alliance. Before the Stellaron disaster, the disciples had remained veiled in shadow for years. Their emergence reflects their intricate connection to this calamity.
The conflict is difficult, Master Diviner, but you have led your forces from the front lines and beyond in pursuit of the enemy. Admirable work.
Hardly. A diviner must acquire first-hand knowledge in order to calculate the future. Collecting intelligence in this way assists me in achieving the right answer. Wait, what's all this about a difficult conflict? The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been scheming for a long time, but our army is in no way inferior. How can... Sharp as always.
I knew we'd spent too long around the Master Diviner. Now we're predicting the future. Let me guess. What are we up to this time? Could it be heading to the front lines? Leading the Cloud Knight charge? Well, try this on for size. Nope! I can't stand any more of this fighting. So there.
Who said you'd be heading to the battlefield?
We're not?
Jing Yuan's orders. He said that the value of unexpected guests lies in the unexpected. The Cloud Knight's assault was to demonstrate our power to the enemy head-on. Now it is time for the unexpected. Please, come with me. After receiving the Ambrosial Arbor, the Alchemy Commission was once the Luofu's most vital commission. After all, it was they who changed the Xianzhou natives into long-life speakers. But in the end, the alchemists grew discontented and began to obsess over the manipulation of life. Research into the Arbor poisoned their minds. The more they pursued it. Morning bells chime in a dream. Evening mist gathers around me. Do you see that?
What huge elixir crucibles. There's still smoke coming out of them.
This is where the alchemists practiced the way of immortality in ancient times. They erected elixir crucibles here to absorb the power of the Arbor, turning fantasy into reality. Since the smoke from the crucibles never ceases, this place was named Eve Mist Mansion. An elegant name, but as far as the art of war is concerned, it's a death trap. As long as the crucibles are lit and the smoke continues to linger, we cannot get any closer.
This is why the Cloud Knights lost control and became Mara-struck?
Indeed. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus infuse the smoke that permeates this delve with medicinal pellets that elicit Mara. Unless the Cloud Knights were able to march with their breath held, they would be doomed to fall into disarray. Moreover, no one can know whether their comrade was about to be stricken with Mara. Is there anything better than fear for destroying the morale of an army?
The Cloud Knights' first assault was just a cover. You're using the main army to attract the enemy's attention, while we douse the elixir crucibles and stop the smoke.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus renounced their century of secrecy and chose to reveal themselves, meaning they feel confident of victory. But no matter how well prepared they may be, their focus has always been the Cloud Knights. They are completely unaware of your existence and capacity, and in short, cannot be prepared against you. Indeed, this demonic vapor is a weapon targeted against the Cloud Knights. The ambrosial arbor is taboo for the Luofu, and the Xianzhou alliance has always been fiercely independent. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus could never have guessed that the general would seek outside help. They won't be prepared against short-life species.
Is this what General Jingyuan meant by unexpected guests?
I wouldn't hazard a guess. All I can say is that the predictions of the Stellaron hunters were more accurate than mine. The future that Kafka seeks is becoming reality, one step at a time. Rather, only this way leads to the known best result. If we can afford to choose, then none would choose to leap off a cliff. Besides, this is not my decision alone. The duty of the Master Diviner is to bring luck and avoid misfortune. I don't want my choice to plunge the Luofu into a terrible future. To return to the matter at hand, only you can douse the elixir crucibles without being harmed by them. What say you?
Fine. I didn't hear a please, but seeing as we do kinda have superpowers around here, Mr. Yang, what do you think?
I will come at once when the smoke dissipates. You won't be left to fend for yourselves.
I feel like even though long-life species get to live forever, they aren't so different from us short-life species when it comes to worries and suffering. Wait, Miss Tingyun! Why are you still here? You're too close to the crucible!
Thank you for the
Your life is more important, Miss Tingyun. Go back. We can explain to the General.
Seems like the smoke is getting thinner.
Not thin enough. We need to hurry.
You succeeded in dousing the elixir cauldrons. Unimportant. The inevitable is already upon us.
Don Shu. It's you.
I have met you before in my capacity as Chief Alchemist, Master Diviner. You don't seem surprised.
Indeed. The General and I knew that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus must be hiding in the Alchemy Commission. However, without evidence, we couldn't bring charges before the commissions. We had to wait for you to show yourselves. And now, your charges are many. Drawing Stellaron spirits into the Xianzhou, resurrecting the Ambrosial Arbor, striking down our people with Mara. The Ten Lords Commission will address these transgressions during your reckoning.
Crimes? If I am guilty, then all of our Xianzhou ancestors are also guilty. They were the ones who accepted the blessings of the abundance and turned their descendants into long-life species. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus are only walking on the road our ancestors once took. How is it a crime to seek ascendance? In days of old, the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor enveloped the Xianzhou Luofu like a living creature. We controlled the stellar seas, and none could stand in our way. Everyone could become celestial and shift form at will. Divine miracles descended onto all 9 Xianzhou ships. What a glorious time that was. How far the Xianzhou has fallen. We consent to be commanded by the devilish archer. Suffer continuously at the hands of the denizens of abundance. And the Ten Lords Commission even forces us to give up our immortality. How pitiful. I do not blame you for your ignorance. We were not born in the era when the Ambrosial Arbor first descended, nor did we witness its miracles. But now, we now have an opportunity to restore the ancient laws.
Forgive me for thinking you might have harbored some profound enlightenment. Yours is the same old talk of those who seek power and give up on their humanity. Our Xianzhou ancestors fought side by side with the Arbiter, laid waste to the Arbor, and established the Ten Lords Commission to lay down the lines between life and death. And do Celestials? There are no Celestials on the Xianzhou. The divine miracles of the abundance, the manipulation of life and death. Your deeds are nothing but evil.
I have nothing to say to you, Master Diviner. You have already made your decision. You have discarded power. A most foolish choice. Master Diviner, allow me to show you what the Celestials were capable of.
What a headache. This combat needs up. This is double speed.
I'll free you from your disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Let me tend your wounds.
Don't mess with me.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
What a headache. I'll end your misery.
Merciful Medicus, hear my call.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
life's ends here. Time to show you. What's in your prescription?
Assistance is timely.
Need a doctor? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Mine and best. This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength. More enemies. This combat needs up. This is double speed.
Let me tend your wounds.
Good as new.
Entangled. To my heart's content.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a buzz. You'll pay for this.
You bully!
What a headache.
Your life's ends here. Time to what's in your prescription?
This battle is unavoidable.
Bully!
More enemies.
Don't mess with me. Who's next? Why? She said...
The ambrosial arbor's descent will bring us undying bodies. The one who gave us the Stellaron said that. Pantilia, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have fulfilled our promise. You, Lord Ravager, must do the same. Now, quickly.
Little pawn. Must you force me to intervene directly? I'm loath to flout my philosophy of destruction. Never mind. It would seem the time has come for other means of dismantling the Xianzhou from within. What a shame. It would have been nice to observe for a little longer. You received the gift of abundance.
Surely you understand the lesson of destruction. Benefactors, allow me to reintroduce myself. I am Lord Ravager Pantilia. I have come with a single purpose. To set in motion the self-destruction of the Xianzhou.
Miss Qingyun is the Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion? But how can that be?
Keep calm, all of you. This is a formidable enemy. We have to stay together. Bully! I'll free you from your disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Lend me your strength.
Don't mess with me. I'll end your misery.
More enemies. Time for a buzz. You'll pay for this.
Need a doctor? I'll free you from your disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
You are fortunate that Zephyro and Selenova never set their gaze upon the Cienjo. They have no qualms about dealing out destruction by their own hand.
Can I have fun this time?
But since that stubborn general of yours has forced me to take center stage, I'll make sure I steal the show. My apologies for leaving so soon, but I have an appointment to keep. I'm sure my friends here will be happy to entertain.
This battle is unavoidable. More enemies. Time for a buzz.
Let me tend your wounds. Who's next? Lend me your strength. Need a doctor? I'll end your misery. Time to squash your prescription! Thanks. Can I have fun this time? This combat needs a... This is double speed.
You'll pay for that.
Let me tend your wounds. Finally!
Good as new. This battle is unavoidable.
Who's next? Need a doctor? Stay off!
Good as new. You'll pay for this. More enemies. Time for a buzz.
You bullies!
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them! This combat needs... This is double speed.
I'll free you from your... Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Wait, hold on a second. Are you really saying that Miss Ting-Yun was a member of the Antimatter Legion all along? And what was that fire that came out of her? And her body? Where did it go? Mr. Yang, you're smart. What happened just now?
The flame we witnessed claimed to be Lord Ravager Phantilia, a name I've heard other Nameless speak of in the past. She's one of 7 Lord Ravagers who serve Nanook, and finds pleasure in witnessing the self-destruction of mortals. She's led countless souls down a dark and hopeless path.
Meaning that Ting-Yun had long since fallen under the Lord Ravager's influence?
I don't believe so. Phantilia revels in watching a corrupted mind eating away its host from inside out, until the obliteration of both is achieved. But there was no indication that Ting-Yun had been misguided or manipulated. It's possible that the Ting-Yun we knew wasn't her true self, but an image Phantilia devised to serve her own purposes.
You're saying that the real Ting-Yun is still...
I'm sorry, March. I can't say with any certainty where the real Ting-Yun may be, or at what point she was replaced by the imposter. Without knowing where the body vanished to, it'll be tough to get an answer. At this point, it's all just conjecture and hope. But if that body belonged to the real Ting Yun, it does raise the question of why Phantilia would go to such lengths to destroy any evidence of her. Wouldn't it be more in line with her destructive nature to leave Ting Yun's remains behind as a display of power? I believe this to be Phantilia's goal, to sow seeds of doubt among us and ensnare us in a malevolent trap.
It's clear that the sudden resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus is all connected to the Lord Ravager. Pretending to be a Xianzhou citizen? Planting a Stellaron in the Luofu? All part of her plan to bring about our self-destruction. Phantilia is aiming for the Ambrosial Arbor. If she succeeds, the Luofu will be deprived of its roots, making its destruction all too easy. We must stop her. We need to take a star skiff to Scale Gorge Waterscape. The Ambrosial Arbor can be sealed from that delve. Let's make haste. That imposter had the audacity to carry out her nefarious plans right under our noses. What worries me more is just how many more antimatter saboteurs are at large.
This is... Huh? You're pretty familiar with this place. Yep, it's the Alchemy Commission. No wonder we were getting those military broadcasts on the way over. Something about the Cloud Knights gathering here, right? They're probably coming to fix the Stellaron problem. It's been such a long journey, but now we're finally gonna meet some Cloud Knights. I'll be back with my unit. I didn't lie to you, right? I told you I'd bring you somewhere safe, and I did. Though, we did take a bit of a detour.
Before I arrived in Starskiff Haven, I had a diviner read my fortune for the journey ahead. He told me not to be concerned with the destination, but to seize my chances and travel with the current to reap the greatest harvest.
Meaning?
Meaning, thank you, Miss Sushang.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go report to the nearest captain. You guys can hang around here, but don't run off too far. There'll be Cloud Knights coming to escort you back soon. Bye for now.
The messages never get sent. I wonder what the Cloud Knights seem to be gathering for the Stellaron disaster. But why did Kafka want us to come here? What happened to them? And what happened to Blade? I've delayed for too long. I need more information. I'm sorry, I have to catch up to my friends. Thank you for looking out for me on this journey. Both of you.
What a huge cauldron.
This Orient cauldron is driven by the cloud hymn magic of our people, the Vidyadhara. It drinks the water of the ancient sea like a whale swallows the tide and refines it into medicinal pellets. All the elixir crucibles that the Vidyadhara helped to construct contain Cloud Hymn magic. You should take this chance to learn more, young master.
But I don't need any sort of device to help me command water. What more is there to learn?
You are indeed the chosen one, with endless potential. Yet, Cloud Hymn magic is just the beginning.
Of Vidyadhara Miraja go? Have these shadows of the past yet to disperse? These memories... No.
All the elixir crucibles that the Vidyadhara helped...
But...
You are indeed the chosen one.
They say that you're Lung's power incarnate. Is that true?
Long. I was exiled from the Xianzhou.
I doubt I will be here to see you take charge. No need to feel aggrieved. Vidyadhara go through cycles of life and death, existing forever in this world. By the time you are the High Elder, my hatching rebirth will be complete, and I will be a child once again. Please...
Surging power. It's you. You've returned, High Elder. Something terrible is happening in Steel Gorge Waterscape. Please. Don't go any further. Your enemies are waiting for you.
I'm sorry. I cannot linger here. My friends have left. I must find them.
You didn't heed us then, and won't heed us now. As headstrong as you always were. It seems you already made your decision. There is a vessel bound for Scale Gorge Waterscape, located ahead.
He's here.
Right on time.
That feeling, Kafka, it's welling up within me. That feeling... it's...
Well, don't resist. Let the Mara strike you.
You're here.
It's time to pay the price! It's time! You think changing form will help you escape?
Escape?
I've told you and that woman many times. I am Dan Heng. I've nothing to do with your past.
Dan Heng. You think another name and face can blot out the sin of your past? You didn't even experience death. I will force this suffering upon you, Dan Heng. You will know the pain of death.
Not on my watch. You're not murdering anyone today, fugitive. You're coming with me.
Jing Yuan's lapdog. Did the general not teach you to choose your battles wisely?
Hey, move back. Things are about to... Huh? You look so familiar.
Look out!
Quit hiding. Your true self revealed.
Stop! You...
I have news for you, boy. Behind you is none other than the traitor of the Xianzhou. A criminal forever banished. The High Elder of the Vidyadhara, Imbibitor Lunae. You really thought the Stellaron hunters were the only ones to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
In that case, I'll bring both of you to justice! I've heard of you, Imbibitor Lunae. First it was the Stellaron hunters, now an exiled criminal has infiltrated the Xianzhou. Come get me.
I have no interest in stoking conflict. I came to ensure the safety of my friends.
Save your excuses for the shackling prison.
Out of the way!
Better, but I'm afraid you won't be seeing your friends. They're caught in their own bitter struggle.
Silence! You're not getting away either!
Is that so? Let's heat things up then. Kafka?
Lady, listen to me. Unleash the Mara.
So it begins. Too little. Fail to send you.
Surrender!
The strength I wished not to use.
What's wrong? Afraid to hurt the boy?
Punish evil!
I wonder if the others are okay. Gotta make this quick.
My blade! Fail to send you.
You two just won't give up. I only have one choice.
So familiar. Did she teach you? Then you deserve no mercy.
Can't delay any longer. I didn't want, but there's no other way. Forgive me.
isn't over.
All of you listen to me. Stop.
Well, Blady, are you satisfied?
What did you do?
I'm just clearing the stage for the grand entrance. Can't have you three misbehaving in front of the Luofu's hotshot general.
Qingyuan.
General!
Many years have passed since the two of you departed the Xianzhou, and yet the circumstances of your return appear to be equally unhappy. If you still thought of me as a friend, you should have forewarned me.
My task is complete.
That it is. Thank you for assisting the Xianzhou in this small matter. Take this person away. I will pretend I didn't see anything this time.
General,
Now is not the time. It has been a long time, old friend.
I'm not him.
I'm sorry. You cannot leave yet. Your Astral Express friends are waiting for you in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Shall we go and see them together? Lunarescent Depths, a realm of singular beauty. Scale Gorge Waterscape is the same as when I last laid eyes on it. And here we stand so different from one another. The flesh of long-life species may be immortal, but the constant of heaven and earth eludes them.
You know the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth cycle, General. The waters of the ancient sea have cleansed Danfeng of his past sin. The person that once stood here alongside you is no more. I am Danheng. Whether Danfeng was hero or villain has nothing to do with me. I bore his punishment, accepted my eternal banishment without complaint. But do not let his shadow cloud your estimation of me, General.
Raising old nets only darkens the water, an exercise in unhappiness. Perhaps it is your visage, the horns on your head, or the unmistakable air of the High Elder that makes the separation nigh impossible for me.
I already told you,
You did. But to what effect? If words alone were enough to change the heart, this world would be without quarrel. If you wish to rid me of the illusion of Danfeng, you must do something for me. Before I can let Danfeng die and revoke your banishment edict, I need him to do me one final favor. I can guarantee you that when it is done, you will no longer walk in anyone's shadow aboard the Luofu.
I may not be capable of the things that Danfeng was capable of.
You must do it, or my promise will count for naught. If you wish to blame someone, blame your previous incarnation. Had he not committed that terrible sin, had the power of dragon transmutation been passed on intact, I would have no need to compel you. It is as I said. Here we stand so different from one another. Don Feng is no more. Now, there is only Don Hung. But I am the general of the Luofu. There are things that I wish I did not have to do, and yet I must. Let us talk of happier tidings. The friends you made on the Express are here. Do you wish to see them?
You brought them here?
Yes. They are waiting in the dragon... I have been keeping careful watch against the abominations of abundance, the Stellaron hunters, and the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. But I never anticipated the Antimatter Legion. The hunt is far from over, yet all the while we find ourselves at war with other evil spirits. From this battle onward, the Alliance must fight the Legion to our dying breath, even if it means the end of the Luofu. Our intelligence tells us that the Legion are a mad and destructive war machine. Yet they never took up arms against the Alliance. The armies of the Seven Ravagers all have their own means of destruction. They are not to be taken lightly. Lord Ravager Fantalia favors internal collapse, which is why she masterminded the Stellaron crisis and urged the disciples of Sanctus Medicus out of the shadows. Now that her plot has been laid bare, she has no choice but to retreat. And yet that hardly suits her philosophy of destruction. There must be something more. Do you know something? When Don Feng committed his great crime, the Ten Lords Commission advocated strongly for him to be destroyed. The Vidyadhara, on the other hand, were split evenly in their favor and disfavor of the motion. The dragon transmutation inheritance was not intact after all. The senior Vidyadhara hated you, yet did not dare to kill you. The Vidyadhara were under great pressure. In order to placate the Ten Lords and Skyfaring Commissions, they performed an exuviation charm on Don Feng against his will. Still, they ensured that the charm contained a flaw, thinking that this would fool the Ten Lords Commission. The senior Vidyadhara were sure of their scheme, but you cannot hide fire with paper. Look, your friends are taking the fight to the Legion as we speak.
We need to help them. Let's go! I wish not to use this strength. Heaven's Surge. Celestial Dragon.
This is our chance.
Conflict is pitiless.
You're annoying!
This is our chance.
Follow my charge. Conflict is pitiless.
Told you I could fight.
The times are changed.
Let's make it quick.
There's no time to lose.
Tough luck running into me!
Time for the master. Show no mercy.
Heaven's Surge. Break!
Let's go. Rules are made to be broken.
Here, this thunder!
My turn! Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move!
Heaven's Surge. Rise!
This is our chance.
Conflict is pitiless!
The strength. Heaven's Surge. Break!
Here, this thunder!
Xingyuan, where have you been?
Forgive my late arrival, Lady Fu. We are indebted to you and your forces. The seats of divine foresight relate the battle reports to me. As for Fantilia's plan...
The Ambrosial Arbor. That's her focus. Lord Ravager Fantilia's strategy was to create civil strife, then let it consume the Xianzhou from within. She wanted to use the Arbor to disseminate the power of the Plague's author, and turn the Luofu into a hell of undying abominations.
That is clear to me now. Friends of the Astral Express, I have brought someone with me whom I think you'll be eager to see.
Huh? Is that... Dan Heng? You are Dan Heng, right? What's with the horns?
It's a long story, March.
So, you do have secret strength.
Let us save such reminiscence for later, shall we? My astral guests, when you first appeared on the Luofu, your stated aim was the resolution of the Stellaron crisis. I was concerned that the Stellaron hunters harbored ulterior motives and refused your offer. I see now that I was overly anxious. Nevertheless, it is true that the motives of the Stellaron hunters were not what they appeared. In order that the Express and the Xianzhou fight side by side, Kafka lured you here and broadened the scope of the crisis. In doing so, She succeeded in making it clear that your sincerity is beyond doubt. The Luofu is in your debt, and I have no right to seek further assistance from you. However, as Lady Fu has explained, the appearance of Fantilia means that the situation is far from under our control. As General of the Luofu, it would be foolish of me not to ask Don Hong and the rest of you for your strength at this critical moment.
Even if the crisis on the Luofu had nothing to do with the Stellaron, I would be willing to help. But I can't speak for the other members of my crew. Explore, understand, establish, and connect. As the crew of the Express, that's the Trailblaze creed we follow. Still, when the journey gets tough, those words can feel far off. Fear, risk, enemies, and death are the obstacles we face in pursuit of the creed. That's why the nameless who are able to stay the course number few indeed. Whether our destination lies before us or behind us, the decision is ours to make. Here, as on the Express, every vote counts.
Don Hung?
Thank you, Don Hong.
How am I still one of the nameless? I stand here at the mercy of others without true freedom to speak. But as a descendant of the Vidyadhara, I will fulfill my duty to the Luofu.
Great! Everyone's just as heroic as when they arrived. So, what's the master plan, General?
There is no master plan, only a bet. A bet on the senior Vidyadhara's incomplete exuviation charm, and on Dong Hong's ability to access the memories of the High Elder.
High Elder?
When the Rainbow Arbiter severed the Ambrosial Arbor, remnants of the curse of the Plague's author lingered. In order to make the stemming of those remnants a possibility, the Luofu invoked the power of the Scions of Permanence. Under the direction of the High Elder, the Vidyadhara guided the waters of the ancient sea to flood the Scale Gorge waterscape delve and contain the Arbor. To commemorate this magnificent feat and sacrifice, the Alliance erected the Dragon Vista Rain Monument, a Vidyadhara statue.
It looks so much like Don Hong. I wonder if... the statue... is that... Don Hong's brother?
I see why you might think so. These events occurred a long time ago. Yet successive generations of High Elders have not differed greatly in their appearance. That is, until the current generation. The most recent successor did not inherit the same level of power, and their appearance is that of a child. Do you understand, Don Hong? Since Dong Feng perished, the Luofu Vidyadhara have no longer had an individual capable of performing such feats. But you, who once kept watch over the Arbor, should be able to open a way through to that great tree. What happens next is in your hands.
The annals mention that Scale Gorge waterscape was once the location of Dragon Palace. Small wonder. Look at all these submerged structures.
I was fortunate enough to be here during the Shuhu upheaval period. I witnessed this place in its prime. An age passed. The palace was left in ruins, and the Vidyadhara used their sacred homeland to imprison the Arbor. The Luofu and the Xianzhou are greatly indebted to them. Lady Fu.
Here, General.
Remain here. Lead the Cloud Knights in defense of this passage. We must prevent further incidents.
Jingyuan. General, are you planning to face Vantilia alone?
I wouldn't say so. I'll be counting on a few friends for support.
General, don't cast us aside. We're willing to go with you. Yes, General. We may not be the mightiest force, but it's our duty as Cloud Knights to protect the Xianzhou. How can we let Outworlders face the danger while we stay behind the lines? With your permission, sir, allow me to lead the way.
I understand your sentiments, soldiers. But the adversary ahead of us is not an abomination of abundance. They are a Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion. Crossing this line will bring you into the conflict between the Rainbow Arbiter and the Ruin Author. You have a more important duty. Cloud Knights, attention! After I enter the Ambrosial Arbor, and if the seawater returns to its original state, you must withdraw immediately and seal off the delve once more. The Master Diviner will lead you.
Yes, General!
Lady Fu, if I am unable to return, I entrust you with the important task of relaying the full account to the other Xianzhou ships.
I trust you will be here to reissue the order in person. But whatever the outcome, I will do as you command and honor the mission.
Spoken like a true general.
so far apart. I gotta find a way down.
Use Scale-Gorge Waterscape to seal the arbor. Treason! Blasphemy! You've lost your senses. You think this will gain the trust of the Xianzhou natives. Those who are not of our kind can never be of our mind.
I understand your misgivings, but my decision is made. That is the course we must take.
Very well. In that case, I will report you to the Preceptors and have you stripped of the name and power of the High Elder.
This must be the first High Elder that accepted the mission to quell the Ambrosial Arbor. According to tradition, from then on, successive High Elders were obliged to return to the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. They would guide the tides of the ancient sea to guard and strengthen the Arbor's seal.
Do you remember now?
Yes. Reverence to the three talents, the path to the great roots. It's the way to the root depths.
Is that some kind of riddle? Reverence to the three talons. What the heck does that mean?
Don't worry about it. Just follow me.
Oh, what a huge palace. Completely abandoned. That must have been difficult for them. Imagine how upset you'd be if you had to abandon me.
For the Vidyadhara, it must have been a necessary sacrifice. This is one of the places mentioned in the riddle. One of the three talents. If we can break the seal here, we'll be a step closer to the roots of the arbor.
Those seals you mentioned, do you mean these weird-looking stone lanterns?
That's right. From what I recall, we have to touch these stone lanterns in a particular sequence to unlock the seals in this area.
In that case then, I'll leave it to you.
It worked.
General, did you hear about Miss Tingyun?
I received word from Lady Fu. The depth of Fintilia's infiltration, along with her meticulous planning, makes her extremely difficult to guard against. The Cloud Knights will carry out an investigation. But for now, our most pressing matter is to put a stop to Fintilia's scheme.
This seal was already on the verge of breaking before the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection. Beneath the lunar glow adore, Vidyadhara eggs begin to form,
and from the ancient sea rebirth to walk again on solid earth. This mural describes the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth in the luminescent depths, the beginning of self-reincarnation.
This mural is pretty interesting. It looks like time hasn't had any effect on it.
This mural must be related to the others here. It tells the story of the Vidyadhara self-reincarnation, from hatching rebirth in the ancient sea, to the return to that same sea as the cycle begins again.
Hey, do you think this could be related to the seals?
Perhaps.
Perhaps? Fair enough. It's tough racking your brains all the time. I'm struggling to keep track.
As the day is almost gone, return alone to water's song. Beneath the waves in silver shell, await new life that time will tell. The worldly limit of the Vidyadhara is reached after 7 centuries. They return to the ancient sea and form a shell, awaiting the next hatching rebirth. Our reincarnation's greatest cost, the wisdom of a past life lost, yet through the teachings of our kind, unto the young again consigned. The mural depicts the Vidyadhara being guided by their elder, wiser kin after their rebirth. Our people sing the hymn of clouds, and dance to water's cherished sounds. And high above the dragon flies, to each is destined different skies. This mural portrays the Vidyadhara young. They acquire knowledge and depart for different places on the Shenzhou, thereby dedicating themselves to serving the Alliance. Okay, let's head to the 3rd seal. The last of the 3 talons is here.
There are abominations up ahead. Careful, everyone.
Trickier to crack. Time for a buzz. This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Only a scratch! I'll end your misery. I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Can I have fun this time? You'll pay for this.
See, but not over! Not over yet. Thanks. Who's next? I'll end your misery.
More enemies. This combat needs up. This is double speed. Lend me your strength.
So you are.
Time for your prescription. Who is new?
I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Did you notice the flagstone the creature was stepping on? I wonder if it has any connection to the seal. Notice the flagstone the creature was stepping on? I wonder if it has any connection to the seal.
The reverence to the three talons is complete. Now, we must head for the roots of the arbor. The roots of the arbor are still growing.
It's Fantilia. We must hurry.
forsake Skilgord's waterscape.
Can you forgive me, Yurian?
I cannot say, young master. I feel resentment in my heart. But there are also feelings I cannot put into words. The senior Videodara say that the Shinjo offered us this place, that we hail from another world. Is it time to repay them?
It is time to repay them.
Is that a dragon?
We've reached the end. These are the roots of the ambrosial arbor, where the vestiges of abundance lie. Reverence to the three talents, the path to the great roots. This is it. Under the power of the High Elder, the arbor's roots have formed into the image of a dragon. Now, I will break the final seal.
I hope everyone is prepared.
Has the General of the Lawfu chosen to grace me with his presence?
That witch! She was here waiting for us the whole time! Show yourself, Fantilia!
And the benefactors, too. Oh, patience, patience. Let me make myself presentable. Now I see why the disciples of Sanctus Medicus hold themselves in such high regard. The Arbor's traces really do possess the power of metamorphosis. And...
Fantilia! What is she doing?
Benefactors, behold this beautiful body. The miracles of abundance live up to the name. Let's see if I can put it to good use. The very power that brought the Xianzhou long life, I will use to bring it destruction.
Vantilia has usurped the power of the Arbor. All of you, focus on destroying the Phantom Flowers. I'll go for the body.
So much bark with so little bite. Your attacks are futile. This body was born of the Arbor. You are but ants.
That's some strong wind!
March, careful!
What a headache.
For the Xianzhou!
Can I have fun this time?
Is that it?
Try untangling yourselves from this.
The weeds in my garden give me more grief.
Your arrogance betrays you.
Who's next?
Is that it?
This combat need... This is double speed.
To victory! Time for... Show no mercy.
See, but not over!
It's good to be back. Feel.
Finds you.
Let me tend your wounds!
What a headache.
What's in your prescription?
1,000 thanks.
I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Can I have fun this time for a fun?
On my command. Vanquish the abomination!
Don't mess with me.
Crushing an ant with the weight of a star. How indulgent. The universe will end in destruction. And with it, the abundance and the hunt will disappear.
Is that it? I am the vanguard of the hunt.
Time for a fun. This combat needs a... This is double speed.
General of the Xianzhou, can your feeble strength survive this calamity?
Hong, you take it from here.
Did you think it was over, Vantilia?
A scion of permanence. Have you finally remembered your duty of watching over the Arbor?
Full constitution.
Time for a fun.
Are we still ants to you, Vantilia? So much effort to crush us, and met with so little success. I wonder what the other Ravagers would think.
It's almost as if you can't wait to be acquainted with them. I'm afraid you won't have the chance.
Time was in your prescription!
1,000 thanks. Time for the master stroke. Show no mercy.
Out of ideas, Vantilia! For the Xianzhou!
This combat meet. This is double speed.
Time to end this.
Good as new. Time for a fun.
I'll free you from your disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
To victory!
This combat needs up. This is double speed. You don't look so good. What's in your prescription? More enemies.
On my command, vanquish the abomination!
Forgive my indulgence. Your struggle in the face of certain death is touch. For my next trick, I shall turn each of you into my Void Rangers. The power of the destruction will eat away at your flesh and transform you into pawns of the great Nanook. Let's start with this arrogant Xianzhou general. I wonder if the transformation of the Xianzhou general into a Void Ranger would cast the law proof back into chaos. Destruction works in fascinating ways. What are you?
Gone home! Do it!
Not bad, General of the Hunt. But all I lost was a body stolen on a whim. And you, how much longer can you last? The destruction of the Xianzhou is nigh.
Be gone, pawn of destruction. Tell the Legion that the vengeance of the Hunt will fall upon them.
General, are you okay?
I'm still alive. And it would seem the two of us can still coordinate our efforts. Vantilia, a truly fearsome enemy. If she hadn't attempted to turn me into a pawn of destruction, I'm afraid victory would have been far from certain. Fantilia had established a link between me and herself. Her well-timed strike gravely injured her. Thus, her connection to the Arbor was severed.
So it was all part of the plan? When Don Hung stabbed you, I was scared to death.
It takes more than that to destroy an emanator of destruction. Still...
Fantilia won't be stirring up trouble anytime soon. Don't worry about her infecting the Arbor again. It's just that sealing the Stellaron is going to take some time.
Leave that to the Master Diviner. I'm afraid I may be somewhat spent.
General, keep those eyes open. Now's not the time to fall asleep. Hey, wake up!
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard. Want to spar? Huh?
Do you want to enter the Forgotten Hall?
it.
Stay.
Seize the moment. Fight is fun. Rise, Phoenix. Yeah, dodge this. Yeah. Can we talk?
I'm fine.
Rise, Phoenix! Fight is fun! Dodge this!
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Show your courage. 100. You took the bait. Time for a buzz. Don't mess. I'll end your misery. Who's next? I'll free you from disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Time for a buzz. This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed. There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength. What a headache. Time for a shot. I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Do you want to enter the Forgotten Hall?